Hello friends, today we are looking at the Viper V380 on KitGuru today. This headset is what I would class as an upper mid-range model and is aimed at gamers. But that is not all. Stay tuned for the rest of the video to see who else can benefit from this headset. The price in the UK at the moment is £75.90. So let's start with the packaging. A simple box with all the information that you would need on it, and it also feels quite tough, so it should keep the headset nice and safe in the post. To open the box, you simply pull it apart, but it can have a bit of a Chinese finger trap effect. The harder you pull it, the harder it is to kind of separate it, which was a little bit irritating. Inside there is a foam inlay which houses the headset, and on top is the single page manual. Once you remove the headset, inside the foam inlay there is only the detachable microphone. There is also a nice branded Velcro cable tie on the cable, so you can wind up your headset and keep the cable nice and tidy. So what is this headset made out of? Let's look at the aesthetics and designs. We have what Viper call a protein leather headband. The phrase protein leather usually refers to artificial leather that combines protein powder with a resin to form a durable, pliable sheet of material. It looks and feels pretty much exactly like leather. The cups are also the same type of material, which makes the headband and the cups extremely soft to touch. On the top of the headband there is a nice engraved gloss accent of the Viper logo, and with that all over black satin finish, it really does set it off really nicely. The cups feature a metal grille as well as the Viper logo, and that lights up with the RGB edges. The RGB can be controlled by the button on the left side of the headset or the software. The button on the left side cycles through some options: constant, breathing, streamer, neon and rhythm. We will talk about those more later in the software, but there is also a mute, mic and volume wheel. All very easy to get to and easy and quite intuitive. So talking of RGB, there is a small LED that is on the microphone, and when it's live it's on and when it's muted it's off. I found it at first a little bit strange that it's facing your mouth, because if you're streaming or something, no one else can really see it, but then I realised that it is really intended to the user as an indicator rather than an aesthetic, so I kind of liked it in the end. The mic arm only takes the slightest touch to move it to any position, and it's very flexible. The plastic overlay in the internal what looks like metal casing matches the overall theme, but I feel it's a bit of a strange material choice. Let us know down in the comments if you own the Viper V380 and tell us if you like that part of the device. The only other small gripe is that when you insert the microphone into the headset, it is keyed, but there is movement when you fully insert it. This could potentially cause damage or wear over time to the contact, but who knows, it could be just fine. It could be me being picky. We can see a theme running with the adjustable frames, which are again metal and give off a real sturdy feel to the headset. It is a little disappointing that you cannot swivel the cups though. This does limit your adjustability slightly, and it means that you will not be able to lay them flat around your neck. Moving on to the cable, it is really thick and braided. It measures 2.1 meters. It came out of the box kinked, however, those initial kinks did drop out, and it is such a smooth and supple braid. So we've spoken about what it looks like, let's talk about how it feels. So the cups seem to fit really well. They don't cut into any part of my ear at all. The headband is super squishy and it's really comfortable. I've seen a bit of a trend with gaming equipment recently that sees materials coming in quite firm to prevent wear, and it's intended to mold slowly to the user rather than instantly. However, I've always been a fan of the type of cushioning that Viper have gone for in this headset, which is instant comfort and it's really soft. However, I did feel that the headset itself was a little tight and felt a little bit clamped to my head. I don't think I have a particularly large head either, as far as I'm aware, so this could be an issue to consider later on. Software wise, now the Viper V380 software is only compatible with Windows OS, so sorry if you're a Mac user, you won't be able to use the following features. When in the software, we have a few options. Starting from left side here, we have an equalizer, Zia Voice Clarity and Zia 3D. Zia Voice Clarity can help increase clarity and prominence of voices heard without kind of interrupting the rest of the sounds. Noise suppression is for nulling out background noise. Zia 3D is the virtual 7.1 surround enabler. Moving down, we can see the Zia ENC, that stands for environmental noise cancellation, and Zia Magic Voice, which is explained with the pictures here, a neat little voice changer in my opinion.
Hi guys, so like we were saying about the Zia Magic Voice and the microphone on this headset, I thought I'd do a quick sound test with you guys. So this is me just talking normally to you. We will click the Zia Magic Voice now, so let's turn that on.
So, here we go. We've got the first logo here, so now that should change my voice for you, and you can hear what that sounds like.
This is the second picture, and this is the sound of that one.
Third picture, and this is the sound of that one.
And the fourth picture, this is the sound of that one. So there you go, you've heard all of our effects.
And now back to myself. So I hope that that's given you an idea of the Zia Magic Voice and also the quality of the mic itself.
I found that I was a little confused as to where the equalizer was. Even though I enabled it, it turns out you have to click the default button to bring up the equalizer. Here you can customize your sound profile, but there is no save button. You just click off of the equalizer to return to the previous menu. The lighting settings, there's a lot to play around with here, from effects, brightness and millions of colors. You can even turn it all off if you're feeling like you've had enough fun for one day. You also have a quick enable and disable facility on the right hand side here, where you can turn everything on and off without going into each individual tab. And in the middle here you can see you can adjust either the speaker volume level or your mic level. I'm not sure that I would actually use the individual cup control facility, because even if you are with somebody and you want to turn one down to hear them, for instance, the cup themselves are quite noise cancelling. You probably feel as if you'd want to take a cup off instead. I can think of one other reason. Obviously, if you do have some sort of hearing impairment in one ear, then you could always turn up the affected ear and you would be able to hear correctly in both, which is quite useful, I suppose. If there's any other reason that you can think of why you would like to change the level in each ear, let us know down in the comments. Finally, this little logo up here gives us some further options for the software itself. I wasn't sure what it meant at first, but that's what it does. Some of which I imagine are aimed at accessibility. However, the font doesn't really seem to grow that much in size, and the colour of the font may help some people but may not help others, as some do need to change the background colour too. But hey, at least there are some options here, and that's something good to consider. Overall, I feel the software isn't exactly intuitive. I had to use a very popular search engine to look up some of the terminology that is used on the software here. Also, the manual and the website didn't really give that much of an insight either. However, once you understand what they mean, then it does kind of make sense. Sound test wise, due to the equalizer, music in gaming is great because you can set the frequencies to whatever you want to hear. Out of the box, it is a slightly flat profile with slightly elevated bass levels, so if you were using the Mac, remember you won't be able to use the software. However, you could probably find another way to equalize what you hear if you didn't want such a flat profile. Volume wise, they are loud. I mean, a good loud. You can blast your head off when listening to music. The bass is also otherworldly. I mean, wow, it really made music immersive for me, so really this is a big selling point. Gaming wise, I always test headsets with Call of Duty because you have to listen for footsteps, but you also get huge explosions and gunfire, so it's a great depiction of detail and immersion in my opinion. Out of the box with the flat profile, the sound profile is bass driven, but the highs were not lost at all. The amount of volume you can get out of this headset really helps deliver immersion, and you can still hear the detail. The 7.1 surround does make a difference for gaming and movies too, which is a really nice touch. Not so much with music. Let's do a quick roundup with some pros and cons. So we've got the comfy headband and cups, we've got the sturdy design, we've got the tough but sleek cable. Music is amazing through this headset, and people may be thinking, well, this is a gaming headset, why does that matter? A lot of us do like to listen to music while we game as well, so that is definitely a plus for me. Lots of customizability there, lots of volume room. The comfort didn't change with long wear. It's great for streamers with that RGB and voice changer facility. Also, it's great to see that they allow you to adjust the volume in each cup as well. Some of the cons here, okay, the software is a bit unintuitive. There is a small wiggle on the mic socket and it only has USB capabilities. Not only that, but it's only PC OS compatible. Slight bit of pressure on the head with that slight squeezing effect that came in there, and the price isn't exactly cheap, but Let's look at the conclusion. Overall, I think that this headset sounds better than some of the top end headsets. The Viper V380 is amazing at delivering bass and volume and will satisfy even the biggest headbangers like myself. As a gaming headset, it also delivers dynamic range as well as great customization, so you can tweak the sounds to hear exactly what you want. And there's lots of fun stuff, RGB and that voice changer. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let us know if you'll be getting one of these down in the comments below, and whilst you're there, don't forget to ring the bell, hit the subscribe, check out our merch and kit up like a pro. And if that isn't enough for you, you can quench your thirst with daily tech news on the Kit Guru website. My name is Christina. I'll see you in the next one.